Hi guys, today I will be answering question 4 of the evaluation questions, and this is the question that asks how did you use new media technologies in the research, planning, construction and evaluation stages of your product. So throughout the construction of my media product and ancillary tasks, I had to develop further some of the skills that I had already required in AS in order to then apply them to my 2 portfolio. I had to also learn brand new skills for certain softwares and programs that I had no prior experience or knowledge on. Both of my previous newly acquired skills aided me in all aspects, including research, planning, construction and evaluation of my project. During each step of the production, I used a variety of different technologies suited to each step. This included Photoshop for the construction unit and Google Drive for both planning and research, for example. Microsoft Word is a word processor software which allows users to create text, documents and articles. It comes with features that allow you to insert pictures, shapes and colours. This proved to be extremely helpful throughout my project, in particular in relation to the research stage. I created a lot of my research documents using this program, such as my research on other regional magazines and ancillary tasks, brand identity and institutions. It also helped me to produce documents on my target audience and audience profile, as well as enabling me to write a detailed plan for the planning stage of my production. The use of Microsoft Word intertwined greatly with that of Adobe's portable document format, also known as PDF. This is a file format that captures and sends electronic documents in exactly the intended format. On completion of every Word document, I would convert it into PDF format in order to give a more polished look, as well as stopping others from making changes during my research stage. As well as stopping others from making changes to the document throughout all stages. I used this on every Word document I produced, predominantly during my research stage. It allowed me to upload print sheets onto my computer through the use of a scanner. Once they had scanned automatically, they also became PDF documents. I did this with my risk assessment and my production schedule as part of the planning process. Microsoft PowerPoint was also a very beneficial technology when creating my project. It is a slideshow presentation program which consists of a series of separate pages or slides. It exhibits ideas in a dynamic and visually compelling way, as it allows you to annotate pictures with features such as themes, transportations, arrows, all sorts of shapes. This was great. This was a great help when creating my presentation of my research. I also used it to answer question 2 of the evaluation, and it enabled me to show synergy between my 3 products very clearly. I had previous experience with all of these programs due to mostly day-to-day tasks on my computer, as well as AS media studies, as I created my research for AS using Word documents. I used many of Google features when creating my project. I mostly used its Drive to store and share documents to my blog using a personalised link. It allowed me to share all types of documents such as PowerPoints, Word documents and spreadsheets. I created my primary research through a questionnaire on Google Forms. This is one of Google Drive's for sure best features. Definitely its best features. This gave me the option of multiple choice or personalised questions. It also automatically made graphs via the data they collected from the responses themselves. This was an amazing service, as it did analyse a lot of the answers and demographics for me without me having to put in as much work as I normally would have had to. As participants answered questions over the internet, it was a lot more pragmatic and also very viable for both me and them as well. It was also ecologically friendly, as no paper was wasted, as it usually would have been if I had done it on, the traditional way of collecting surveys, questionnaires. Another feature that I found very useful, in particular to the planning aspect of my whole project, is the Google Calendar, as it enabled me to carefully plan and organise my schedule in relation to the construction of the products, photo shoots and research. I had developed my skills further from my AS with Google Drive, as I had used it in some upload of my research. However, I had had no experience with Google Forms or in the Google Calendar, but they were extremely easy to learn and develop skills in, and I did not find it a hassle at all. Pinterest is an online pin board. It collects visual pieces of multimedia, and I used it when creating a mood board. I was able to add photos of Marrakesh, Moroccan kaftans, food and magazines that I had found on Pinterest. This helped my creativity flow and inspired me in terms of images. I created 2 separate other pin boards to also help me with costume ideas, my front and contents page. So I was already very familiar with the site, as I had a personal account prior to this project, and had existing knowledge on how to use it. The website Prezi is also very similar to PowerPoint in the fact that it is a presentation software. I have made several Prezis for describing what a regional magazine is and answering the presentation software. I have made several Prezis for describing what a regional magazine is and answering question 4 of the evaluation. I had no previous experience with the website, but learned very quickly with the help of YouTube tutorials. I use a technology Powtoon as well as Prezi. This technology allows users to create animated presentations in which they feature features such as pictures, texts and sounds. I used it to create question 1 of my evaluation question, as I found it was able to explain efficiently my answer. It was also very engaging and visually easy to present work with. I had never used this service before and struggled with it at the start. However, once I got the flow of things, after receiving a lot of help from fellow students and teachers, I was able to understand the website and use it well. SoundCloud is a very popular online audio distribution platform that enables its users to upload, record and promote their originally created sounds and podcasts. In my case, I made a podcast in order to describe in further detail about my primary research. This can be found in the research stage of my blog. I had previous experience with the website, and I also found this quite easy to use. I used the website Wix to create my ancillary task. Which consisted of a website with 2 hyperlinked pages. This was my first time using the cloud-based web development platform. However, it was also extremely easy, very, very easy to manipulate and create my own website with. I had no difficulties during the process. During AS Media, I acquired filming skills with a Nikon DSLR camera. During this, I learned techniques on composition, mise-en-scène, angles, lighting and sound. I was able to transfer these skills to A2 when filming Vox Pops, my focus group and audience feedback, and this was a massive help, honestly, when being able to use the camera fluently without any hassle. However, I did have to develop some of my skills, as I only had filming skills. However, I needed to have skills that appealed more to photographs in order to do the fashion shoot I had to do for the Moroccan kaftans for the 2-page fashion spread of my magazine. Due to my past knowledge on how to utilise a camera, I did not find the task too complex for me to be able to do. I used Adobe Premiere Pro to edit and export all my film media, including my focus group, Vox Pop, audience feedback and vlog, answering my 4th evaluation question. I used this editing program efficiently, as I had learned how to use it during my AS production, and I was thus able to carry through my skills to A2. It required the same techniques, such as using the razor tool and inserting a title sequence within each production. YouTube is a very famous, popular video sharing website that allows anyone to watch online videos as well as share them with others. In this case, I used it to share both my AS and my A2 content with my teachers and eventually the exam board. I was able to upload my AS project, A2 audience feedback, Vox Pop, vlog, focus group, and my focus group. All on one channel without any difficulties. This, as I had a personal YouTube account prior to this, where I would watch many videos as well as upload my own content outside of media studies. I had also used it in AS to upload my 2-minute film opening. It was also very helpful in relation to tutorials for other products such as Photoshop. Adobe Photoshop is the most important or crucial tool within my project, as it enabled me to construct my regional magazine and one of my ancillary texts, which was my billboard advert. This software enables users to edit through graphics, adding text and touching up photos, etc. I was completely new to Photoshop and I had no knowledge or experience on the product, so I sought help from fellow students and Google and YouTube videos. My skills since then have drastically improved and I can now use the program fluently. WordPress is an open source software that you can use to create a website or blog. This website was very important in creating my blog, as I was able to upload all coursework to it as well as write out my essays in relation to media studies. It has helped me keep organised as it stores all documents and pages in one place. It is very, very useful as it allows other people to browse through my work if they are in need of help, such as students, teachers, to check my work, and it's accessible from anywhere. It has very useful features such as separate tabs on the menu, which allows me to separate each of the production stages, for instance construction, evaluation and planning, and this helps both me and the public, as it keeps things simple and clear and avoids confusion or misunderstandings. I have had prior use with this website, as I have my own personal blog that I run on WordPress, so I found it therefore very, very easy to manipulate and insert my content. Thank you for watching, and thank you.